So what is the thing that you want? I assume by the looks of it, something New Japan, something AEW full time. You got an AEW
Yeah,
shirt on, looking like
I
that.
do.
That
And I'm
that
over here reading, you know what I'm saying, reading the Young Bucks killing the business book, you know,
that would be a little awkward if you were like, I'm looking for a WWE
WWE
contract
contract.
with your AEW shirt on.
For me, I don't close any doors. I'm open to any opportunity that comes my way. I just, the way things are going for me right now, I think I have an idea of where I want to go. Um, but again, I don't shut the door in nobody's face because I never liked when it was shut on me. I think
Yeah.
everybody should be open to any opportunity. So I know that wherever I sign, it's going to be a company that I feel like I can be an asset to and add value to, but also a place where I know I'm going to be happy at, you know, and I'm so happy when I'm at AEW. I'm so happy when I'm with New Japan. So any of those places would be awesome for me, and I feel like I could fit in and mesh well with anybody on the roster on any of those companies, you know.
When
So
when you
I do
see
have
AEW doing crossover stuff with Impact, which you have also done an appearance for them, how does that
yes,
make you feel? Because you are a guy who is appearing for three distinctly different companies on any given week, as we mentioned. And then if
right.
you so choose to take an independent booking, one of the most prominent independent promotions as well in GCW. When you see that, does that open your eyes? Does that like make you go, oh man, I'd like to do stuff there and there?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like Impact has an amazing roster, and it's not talked about enough. I don't think, you know, you got guys like Chris Bay, Rich Swann, the North, you know, like all these, you know, even their knockouts division
It's
is
great.
dope, man. Like so for me, when I see them doing, you know, Kenny Omega was just on Impact, you know, a couple of days ago, you know, and he was there on Final Resolution as well, and then he went to Triple A, you know, for Triple Mania. So it's like with AEW working out all these like agreements with all these companies, I think it's amazing for wrestling. I'm thinking of all the possible matchups. I'd love to get in the ring with Chris Bay again. I'd love to wrestle Ace Austin again. You know, when I was there at Impact, I did a X Division match with, you know, Ace Austin, Trey Miguel, Jake Chris, and Adrian Quest. It was a 5-way scramble. And I thought after that performance, I thought they were going to offer me a contract. When it didn't happen, I figured maybe I'm not ready yet. Maybe I need to work harder. And now the way things are going, I wouldn't mind wrestling for Impact again. I think it
Mm-hmm.
would be fun. You know, I think I could have some cool matchups with some of those guys there. And now with the possibility of it happening more consistently with the with the AEW and Impact thing going on, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for wrestling. You know, when the pandemic hit, people probably thought wrestling was going to go to shit, and I think it's been the best year of wrestling in a very, very long time.
You did that one match in Impact. I think it was last year. It was the X Division title match with Ace
Yes,
Austin and Adrian and all, and I think Jake Chris was the champion at the time.
yeah.
Who
Jay
who
Chris was the champ, and Trey Miguel was there.
who brought you in to do that spot?
That was another David Marquez thing, man.
Really?
Yeah, David Marquez has really been the guy that kind of set me up for success in this business. With the Impact, you know, he introduced me to Rocky Romero, and that led to the New Japan stuff. You know, the primetime live on pay per view, just learning. Okay, this is why I really credit him, because I was 10 months in the business and he brought me to his show and I learned how to wrestle in front of cameras, like
Yeah.
hard cam, finding cameras, and I think that a lot of the issues with independent wrestlers trying to jump to like TV is that they don't know how to do that. Like they don't know how to work the cameras. They don't know how to cut a promo and things like that. And I feel like Championship Wrestling from Hollywood and Dan Marquez Productions kind of set me up for that at a very young age in my career. So I didn't develop those bad habits of just doing things and not worrying about the cameras, kind of.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why I'm so like thankful for him, because now when I'm having a match on Impact one time, I got one chance to show Impact what I know where the cameras are. When I'm wrestling for New Japan, I know where the cameras are. AEW, you know, that's a place where it's like everybody's killing to get a chance to wrestle on Dark. I've been on Dark, you know, this match they just announced with me and Matt Seidel will be my 5th match on Dark in a month and a half, you know. So basically almost every week I've been there now since I started wrestling with them. And it's because I know how to work the cameras. I know how to do the character stuff. I know how to really sell myself to them because I learned that at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, you know. And somebody else that's been helping me a lot lately was Aaron Stevens, or people know him as Damian Sandow. He's the guy that has like this, his brain, the way it works is so, I don't even know how to explain it, but you know, I was doing the Puerto Rican New York thing, you know, but he kind of took it and he kind of was like, I think you need to push it more this way. And at first I was like, I'm not too sure, man. Like, and he's like, just, he's like, try it. And if it doesn't bite, then you don't have to do it. And I was like, all right, you're somebody who's been everywhere. I'm going to trust you. And I went with it, man. And I think it was after I made that conscious decision to really go full into this, being authentic to who I was growing up and not so much who I am now. It kind of just worked. And I'm super thankful for that.
So the AEW spots, which we just talked about, who made that call and brought you in? Was
Well, that was I had contacted Christopher Daniels when the pandemic had started. I think my first match when New Japan had aired, me and TJ Perkins. And I kind of sent him the link to the match, and I kind of like introduced myself, let him know who I was. And he was like, we'll let you know when we have something going for you. This was back, I think, in like August or July. I'm not sure. And then, somebody that I know very well, I've known from the SoCal wrestling scene for a long time, kind of talked to them and was like, you need to look at this guy kind of thing. And I got the message from QT. And he told me, hey, come, this is a date, yada, 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 can you make it? And I was like, I'll be there. I was there. And then, I got to wrestle Jurassic Express. I want to thank, Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy, because they kind of really gave me that chance to really show who I was in that first 6-man that I had with the Jersey Muscle Boys. And they didn't have to do that. They could have been selfish, I think. And they allowed me to show everybody who had never seen me before, if they weren't watching New Japan or United Wrestling Network, who I am. I got to do my stuff. And I had fun. And then the next time I wrestled them again with Casey Navarro, again, it was another chance for me to showcase some things. And then I finally had my first singles match with Brandon Cutler. And then my match with Brian Cage. And then now I got Matt Sydal. And it's kind of just been rocking and rolling. And the feedback has been amazing. I definitely, I talked to the Bucks after all my matches. I want to know what they see. And I talked to Cody. And nothing but positive feedback. And I'm excited because I feel in my gut, that something's going to happen for me really soon. It's only a matter of time. And after the year that I've had, for me, it just adds more pressure to the next year. It's like, okay, I had this year, I'm probably going to be the SoCal Wrestler of the Year. How do I follow that up the next year? And it's all about consistency. And for me, it's like, in order for me to top the year that I have, I need to sign with a major company, and I need to continue the work ethic and continue to grind it out this next year. Because if I don't, then they're gonna say what, it was a fluke, it was a lucky year, or he only did it because of the pandemic. And I can't have that. I'm too prideful, and I know that I know what I want. I know that I have that genuine attitude and that authenticity of what I want to do and where I want to be. And for me to get there, I have to keep grinding. And it's only a matter of time. I'm only getting better, and I think that more people are starting to see that now, and it feels great because from going to just having my dad and my daughter as my fans to now all these people are like really cheering me on, and I don't want to let nobody down, including myself.
That's refreshing to hear, because there are a lot of people that won't specify their goals. They won't specify like what they want. You seem pretty distinct in what you want to accomplish.
Yeah. And I think that's something the military taught me, just like that have that laser focus, that target, that goal, whatever, and then just take, locate, close with, destroy the enemy, or locate, close with, destroy the target, whatever the case may be, to get there, and it stuck with me. A lot of the things that I learned in the military, has bled over and adapted into the wrestling world. And even now with the acting and the stunt work that I do, I still keep that laser focus from the military. Just something that I won't ever leave. But in a way, it's kind of helped me grind. I can't see myself sitting on the couch flipping through channels all day. I didn't. The Marine Corps, the way the Marine Corps trained me, it did not allow me to get lazy during the pandemic. It made me work harder, and that's why. I have a lot of emails that come in like, "Hey, I'm thinking about joining the military. What do you think? I'm thinking about this. What do you think?" I'm like, "Do it. If you don't have any other option and you're thinking about joining the military, do it, because it set me up for success." And I was just some street kid from New York City, so I'm grateful for everything I learned with the military and where it's taken me. And I think that because I had that experience, it kind of has helped me get this far.